Really build a business on their own. Did you and Chai build this business on your own?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
Yes and no. We built the business based on customers.
Okay.
And then feedback from customers and what they like and what they want, and we grow with the business. I mean, it's very hard, but we do grow with the business.
So it takes all of that to make it work.
Yes.
Hey, can we go out back and see what's going on?
Oh, sure. Come on over.
All right, let's go.
It's going to be chai.
All right. All right. So Chai, how are you today, sir?
Yes, how are you?
Good. I was just talking to your partner, Jackie.
Yep.
Oh, you got a beautiful operation going here. What are you cooking now?
Chicken basil.
Oh, wonderful. And I understand you were trained in Thailand.
Right.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you've run other restaurants before?
Right.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for letting me see what's going on here today.
Yes.
All right. I don't want to interrupt your progress here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I noticed there's a lot of new businesses coming in, a lot of businesses coming back to life. How do you think that's going to affect your business here?
I think it's going to affect my business tremendously because all new developments, and then we're all neighbors too, and then we help each other advertise. So it keeps me really busy.
Oh, wonderful! And I see you're doing a karaoke night.
Yes, on every other Saturday night.
You do a karaoke night. Well, I promise you, I won't come in and sing.
Okay. You can come and sing.
That's a promise. So this woman thinks I can do karaoke. She thinks I can come in and sing. I wonder how that would work out. Hey, hey, my. We better leave that idea alone. Hey, we're back.
Oh my God, I love that, Pete. Who pushed the pie in your face, Pete? Let's give him $10, get another pie, keep this going. And that was right. We're gonna go. How fortuitous for us that was just great. That Jackie from the restaurant is a woman,
yes,
in business for herself, and here we are talking about
women.
Right. So thank you, Jackie. You look great. She had a great spirit too. I liked it that she said that we're all neighbors. I like that camaraderie and that sense of belonging and community.
She talked about how hard it is and how you can do it, but you have to work really hard.
We have to work, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get back to you.
Oh dear.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the Republican values. Some people maybe don't know or forget or just need to be re-educated on them. So what are some of the Republican values that our forefathers, right?
Right. In a simplistic nutshell, Republicans believe in the limited role of government to protect personal property and individual rights. So Republicans believe in the basics of police protection and good roads, okay? Those two things encourage business, which in turn hires people to pay taxes, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Republicans in general would not support paying prisoners to have sex changes.
Oh, oh my gosh, I know. Like, is this preposterous? Like, does anybody have any common sense? Does it just go like that? You just want to bang your head about it.
I know.
It's absurdity. They must be rolling over in their graves. I'm sure this is what.
And other things like that. I mean, Republicans believe in a more limited role for government. Not that there's no role. Let's take a look at John Marshall, for example. His quote, he was the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. He was the one who gave the Supreme Court its power, the power now known as judicial review, right? Okay, he said, the power to tax is the power to destroy.
Oh, amen. But
why would he say that?
Because he knew.
Why would he say that? Possibly because the colonists had already come out of a time period where King George was taxing and taking, which in turn was destroying the colonists' economy.
Yeah, because we all remember the Boston Tea Party. I mean, yes, right here. So.
Yes. So how could it be better for us here and now to have a large bloated federal government or even a large bloated state government do the same? How is that good?
How is that good? That is not, viewers, I hope you're listening here to Cherie. She's saying some valuable things, and if you Google all the taxes that we paid, you'd be stupefied, considering then there were no
Right.
taxes.
Right.
And now everything is.
I know people who started out as flaming liberals in college, right? And they're
well,
musicians.
usually most of liberals in college, right?
right?
We were in a rock band.
I used to play in a rock band, okay. And so a lot of the people that I knew in the rock band were in the music industry.
Okay.
And so, of course, you would assume, yes, they're flaming liberals. Well, they happen to own a very successful vintage gear company. So what they would do is they would look around and buy the most expensive, well-run amplifier, for example, or microphone, or whatever. And
Equipment.
equipment. They became very, very successful. Guess what?
What?
They started voting Republican because they saw the big bite that it took out of their little business. And all of a sudden, we're no longer the flaming Democrats that we
Right,
once were.
Right. Like, look at
So-
what we pay in taxes. People take a look at it, especially if you're a small business owner. Right, look at what you pay in taxes, and it's going to all these social programs. And I'm not saying that there should be no social
Exactly.
programs.
We need
Some
some
people
kind of net, some
check
kind
and
of
balances,
safety
but
net.
some of
Absolutely.
these are just preposterous. So.
Right. But it also can't be open-ended. We can't have these situations where we are, a limitless fountain of jobless benefits or a limitless fountain of welfare benefits. For example, I knew several people in my extended family who were on, one form of benefit or another. Remember the big whole brouhaha over the welfare reform that the Republican Congress pushed through under Bill Clinton? I don't know if you guys remember that. Well, it affected our politics locally, and I know several family members who were forced to get off the dole and go to school.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrorism.
Yes.
Now wait a minute.
Got off the dole,
What?
got off welfare, went to school.
And now they're paying taxes for
Taxpayers. Why?
Taxpayers,
Why? Not
taxpayers.
because they wanted to, because they had to. Because they had to.
They were forced to. And maybe if you hold people accountable and just say, you know what, enough. We're just going to implode. Do you think the country's going to implode with that?
Yep.
I mean, how can we sustain
No,
this?
absolutely. And it's not that people who are on welfare are bad. People need help. The government can help them, but not it's not good to help people indefinitely because it robs them of the impetus that they need to get out and help themselves.
Right, and it just perpetuates this cycle. Don't you see? The kids just stay there. The kids
Yes.
learn it and just
Yes.
takers. I can't keep taking without giving anything.
Yes.
That's what I believe. So how do you educate? Okay, we can sit here and educate the people here. Thank you so much for listening
Yes.
and watching. How are we going to educate those that aren't paying attention
Well,
to this?
I'm glad you asked that question, Mary Ellen. We know someone on our board who just went to Italy. Her daughter had a baby in Italy. Italy has socialized medicine. They have a socialist state, pretty much. It's been close to bankruptcy several times. The contrast between our healthcare system and the healthcare system in Italy, phenomenal. When she was describing how you have to bring your own bandages, bed linen to the hospital when you go have a baby, they don't provide that for you. These are things you have to bring with you, and she's going to a more wealthy hospital, okay?
Well, that's kind of appalling to us.
I mean, education. I told her, I said, and we've had this discussion several times, we have a goal for our board and people in our group to write their experiences, their opinions to local newspapers. You can start your own blog, you can write to a newspaper, you can speak to a group. There's any number of things that we do to try to educate people. So she, as a result of this, is going to write about her daughter's experience in having a baby in a country that has socialized medicine, because that's where we're headed.
That's what you believe. That's where we're heading. I believe you're right. We just can't sustain all these craziness. That it's such it's just incredible when you look at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're going to start a blog too, there, Miss Cherie?
I write occasionally to the paper. In fact, I wrote something recently yearning for those Reagan days, and some of this is coming from it. It was printed in the Sun Chronicle. I don't have a blog right now because I
That's a
don't have
to-do list.
time. That's on my to-do list every
We have
once in a while.
about a minute or two left, Cherie. So let's talk to the camera and tell what you want the
What I
public
would
to know
like to
about your
say
group.
is that we are interested in you. We're interested in signing you up to be part of our group. If you're a woman, if you're a man, if you're a Republican woman, you get to be a voting member. $35 gets you a year-long membership in our group.
$35.
Thank you so much for watching, and check it out on Facebook.
And Google it.
The Republican
Google
Women of Bristol, Norfolk County.
and get involved. It's about
Counties,
you,
yeah.
right? Counties. It's
The
about
Republican Women of Bristol, Norfolk Counties.
Yo. Who's our next guest is Mr. Ruby, I believe, right? Is it Mr. Ruby coming on? No, I heard another rumor there, Miss Cherie. Are you hosting it? Mike Ruby, right?
If
Mike
I'm
Ruby's
around,
coming
yes.
on.
If I'm around, we'll
What do
see
you
what
mean if you're
happens.
around? That's the
Woohoo.
rumor. I read that. I got that memo today. It's viewers, right? Did you get it, Chief?
She's not around.
She's not around if she's not. Viewers, you have been watching The Right Side with Cherie Felos. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Mary Ellen, for
Our
having
next-
me. You've been a wonderful host.
Thanks. It went by fast.
Yes.
The next guest is going to be Mr. Ruby, so stay tuned for The Right Side, and maybe we'll see Miss Cherie appearing here again soon next week. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And what else can we wrap up and say? What? Go National. What about the Republican? What is it? The Republican League of Women Voters. Are you
Yes.
associated with that?
No, those are nonpartisan, non-political, just getting women to vote. We
Okay.
are
All right, I just
definitely
wanted to check.
partisan.
Okay. Thank you again. This is The Right Side. My name is Mary Ellen Yo, and
Cherie Felos.
thank you for
Thank
watching.
you.
us.
Thank you for tuning in to The Right Side. The Right Side is produced, directed, and written by the Taunton Republican City Committee. The opinions and views expressed are solely ours. They do not reflect the views and opinions of Taunton Cable Media Access. Now, if you wish to contact us with your reactions, thoughts, or ideas, go to the Taunton Republican Committee website. Click on The Right Side and fill out the comment form at the bottom of the page. That's all there is to it. And once again, thanks for tuning in to The Right Side.